come in one hand underneath here, those two fins, and then flip that hand to the back of the fish so you can see the whole thing. Yep.
There you go, Dougie. Attaboy,
Tilt his
Dougie.
back up a little too so you can see the whole fish.
Go.
Nice work, Doug.
Go.
Thanks, Jeff.
Right on this.
Here we go, 6:45 a.m. Memorial Day weekend 2020. We're out here in Dunoir, Wyoming. Saw a YouTube video about fishing this area. Link here, new fly fisherman. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Unfortunately, this is the White River here. It's blown out. Actually, the Wind River, check that. Blown out. We're at the cabin. We're gonna head out to Thermopolis and fish the Bighorn today. We got the goons inside sleeping. 6:30 a.m. wake up time. 6:45. Surprise, surprise. They're not up. I'm already up. Got a nice fire going. Got a cup of tea brewing. So here we go. Let's go wake up the goons. What we got? Oh, there he is. He's not looking strong. Tommy boy, how we feeling this morning? Talk to me. Boy, Wyoming. Big fishing day. As per usual, Sean's not ready to go. I'm raring to go. We're fishing the Bighorn today. Let's get it. So I'm behind the wheel. We're headed out to Wedding of the Waters.
Lead the week.
To fish the Bighorn. Tom's contributing nothing as per usual.
I made breakfast.
It's amazing that he's even out of bed. We got a big day ahead of us. This is the ATL Fly Fishing Club. We're headed out. This is going to be the untold truth of fly fishing with a guide. To show you what it's really like to go out with a guide service. We have a little competition as well. We're going for quantity, total number of species, and largest fish of the day. It's going to be Team Veteran, me, versus the Drones, Tom and Doug. The losing team will have to handle all the drive back to Colorado tomorrow, which is like a 7-8 hour burn. Usually I do those drives in 4 hours. If the Jabrones win, we'll be well behind schedule. So here we go. We're headed out to the Bighorn River, ATL Fly Fishing Club, the untold truth of fly fishing with a guide. All right, so we're split up in two boats. We got the veteran boat and then we got the Jabrone boat going out. Say bye, boys. All right, so we're getting started here on the Bighorn. My guide's name is?
Todd.
Todd. Todd's gonna take us through. We're gonna really show you what it's like to fish with a professional fly fishing guide. And I'm gonna give you my honest feedback, Todd.
Sounds good.
Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right, let's get it. What are we fishing today? What do we got on here?
Well, you're running a double nymph rig, big bugger style pattern as your point fly, and then a Baetis as your bottom fly, your trailer.
That's it. So here we go, Bighorn River. Let's get it. Tommy's about to bring in the first fish of the day here.
Yeah, I was gonna do one.
Let me know when you're ready. Yeah, they just roll over. Even though they seem really healthy, I'd rather just let them have that.
So here's what I like about this. We're out with two guides and Tommy hooked into a fish almost right away. We haven't been out long. We're not even that far away from the boat ramp. And they're sharing information in terms of what's working, what depths are working. So again, this is one of the advantages, I think, being out with a professional guide and then having two guides kind of working together to share information to make sure their clients are successful. We are pulling up on Dougie, who's hooked into a fish here. Dougie! So we're only a few minutes into the trip and we're already re-rigging our leader because we got hung up on the bottom. So a lot of times when you go on these drift trips and you're fishing way down below the water surface with split shot, you get hung up on rocks. So the guide has to spend a lot of time retying the leader, retying flies. You lose a lot of flies, and it gets even worse with the less experienced fishermen, so it becomes more of a chore for the guide. So I think what's to note here is when you go on these drift trips, it's not perfect. It's not always going to be perfect, and the guide has to do a lot of work in this circumstance. Fish of the day for me. Nice big brown.
Yeah. Go ahead and slip it back in. Heck yeah.
Thank you, sir. So things slowed down for a little bit there as we were figuring out, what they're eating, and so we got a rainbow. After a lot of hard work, switching flies, trying to come up on what they're eating. So here's the fish here. Good. And then you're welcome to send him on his way.
Nicely done. Ready?
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Nice job, man.
Yeah, pretty excited now. We got one brown and one rainbow. So we're gonna get back after it.
Just drop them right back into the can.
Just wrapped up here in the bighorn. Tommy's hurting. What do we think? Where'd we end up?
I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It was a great time.
Right.
Like, first and foremost, it was really awesome nature to be in.
Veteran Crest.
Team Jabroni didn't really execute well. Our wonderful guy Jeff put us in the right spots. Taught me a lot about just fly fishing in general, casting, was making sure I was on point with my line and everything like that. And neither one of us could set a hook to save our damn lives. So that didn't turn out great.
I will say this, Team Veteran came through, doubled the output of Team Jabroni.
I did get the biggest fish stuff.
But these two gentlemen were two of the finest guides I've ever fished with. The untold truth of fly fishing. Sometimes guides are good, sometimes they're not so good. We were lucky enough today to have two really good guides that put us on some really big fish, really powerful fish. Spent the day, didn't rush us down the river, and really took their time and fished with us. We're very grateful for that. So here we are, Team Veteran takes down Team Jabroni.
Team Jabroni got the biggest fish, and by that I mean I got the biggest fish.
We have to take a look at the photos. We're not too sure. About that life. Fly Fishing Club.
We out.
Wrapping up this video, the untold truth of fly fishing with a professional guide. I have no dirty secrets to expose about the Dunoir Fishing Adventures. They were fantastic. I wholeheartedly came on here willing to tell the whole truth about my experience out fishing with a professional guide, because I've had some really bad ones. There's two types of guides. Ones that are punching the clock trying to get you on the river and off the river, and then the other guides that are there to work for you, there to back row, there to spend as much time as possible to get you on as many fish as possible. And that was Dunoir Adventures. So my recommendation is do the research, read the reviews, and watch the YouTube videos. I found Dunoir on a YouTube video on the new fly fisherman. So I had a feeling that they were going to be a quality outfitter, and it turned out they were. Todd and Jeff were fantastic. So it was a really great trip. I wrestled some of the biggest fish I've ever wrestled in my entire life. The boys got into some fish. We put 12 fish total in the boat. I won, of course, outfished the Jabron boat, as we all expected me to. And we just had a great time. So all in all, great trip out here to the Du Bois area. If you ever have a chance to fish the Bighorn River out of Wyoming in Thermopolis, I suggest you do, because those fish are hogs in there. I hooked something that I couldn't even move with my 5-weight. So with that said, with the Wind River in the background, we're gonna wrap it up here. Memorial Day 2020. I hope everybody's safe and well, and I hope things are getting better for everyone. So with that, the ATL Fly Fishing Club is out.